What are your expectations for the people in your life, in your leadership? And when was the last time you really examined those expectations? In her book, Codependent No More, Melanie Beattie says, expecting healthy behavior from unhealthy people is futile. That resonated through my entire being when I read it, because I could recognize immediately how I had unfairly placed expectations on others who were not up to the behavior that I was expecting, not equipped, not skilled, not healthy enough. You know that unhealthy people maybe puts a little bit of judgment around it, but the concept is, are your expectations realistic for the human you are expecting the behavior from? So much frustration in our lives and in our leadership comes from the expectations that we hold. We expect people to communicate clearly, to follow through, to respond the way we want them to respond. And when they don't, we feel disappointed, irritated, and even hurt. Now, some people may say the answer is to eliminate expectations altogether. Many years ago with my friend Allison Martin, we decided in our relationships, we were going to have 0 expectations and 100% accountability. But I don't think that's the point. In leadership and in our life, expectations are not only normal, they're helpful. They provide focus and clarity. That's how we set direction. It's how we define performance. It's how our teams and the people in our lives know what success looks like. So here's the thing. The real work for leaders in all aspects of our lives is taking responsibility for our expectations, bringing them into the light. So I think Allison and I were onto something with 100% accountability, but it's not 0 expectations. It's 100% accountability for the expectations that we hold. Examine your expectations, talk about them, clarify and evolve them. Because unspoken expectations, that is where frustration grows. Yeah, it's okay. Of course, you're going to have expectations, but you have to remember those expectations belong to you, and you are not always the boss of how things unfold. Healthy leadership in all aspects of our lives means making sure that our expectations, the ones we are owning, are clear, realistic, and shared, and aligned with the skill set and the motivations of the person we are expecting from. And that is exactly the work we do with leaders. At Abundant Empowerment, we create space for leaders to get clear on what it is they expect. Because so much of the time we're walking around with unspoken expectations, and our expectations tell us a lot about ourselves. And not only the expectations you have of yourself, the expectations that you have for others as well. Both the expectations you hold for others and for yourself. We help leaders get clear about those expectations and translate those expectations into how you lead and show up day to day through goal setting, through clarity conversations, through coaching conversations, through ongoing real-time feedback. Because when expectations of the people in our life are clear and consistently communicated, everything changes and trust is formed. So here's the reflection for today. Where might your expectations be creating frustration right now? Are they realistic of the person you are expecting them from? And what would shift if you made them more visible, if you talked about them and clarified them, and owned them as yours. We want to invite you in to this work and to the community at Abundant Empowerment. There are multiple ways for you to get connected. Maybe it's through our collab community. Maybe it's through your organization or even some individual work. We want to meet you where you are. I know that you are showing up every day, doing the best you can with what you have where you are. None of us were meant to do this work alone. So I want to invite you to learn in community. Learn more at abundantempowerment.com or connect with me on LinkedIn at Andrea Butcher. Either way, continue to examine what it is you expect. What a great way to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.